With Tim in Utah, Aislynn waited for the mail to arrive every day, hoping for a letter. The Christmas Eve delivery left her disappointed and late for the communal dinner at the parish hall. When she opened the door of the hall's small kitchen, she stepped into the smell of stew and a wall of heat that made the windows sweat. The kitchen had only one occupant. Mrs. Tully stood at one of the 4 large stoves. Her body, heavy and wide from bearing 7 children, heaved when she saw Aislynn.
"I have been waiting on you, miss. Your men are starving out there. Everyone else is being served."
"I'm sorry. I've just been so busy," Aislynn replied. To expedite her reunion with Tim, Aislynn decided she had to earn money to either help him return or pay for her passage to Utah. She took the only job she could find, as a companion to elderly Mrs. Pearson. She diligently saved her $1 a week.
Mrs. Tully said, "I'm sure you have, love, and 'twill be a busier year. I do wish you every happiness."
The comment flew past Aislynn's ears, and she gave a standard reply. "Happy Christmas to you, too." Aislynn lifted the tray, holding bowls and a tureen of soup. With her foot, she opened the door to the hall and searched the room for her family's table. Ropes of pine boughs and strips of white paper draped the bare wooden rafters. Candles, perched on every sill, nestled in beds of evergreens, threw halos of light on the watery windows. A small tree stood proudly in the corner of the hall, dotted with candles and red bows. For a moment, the excited air in the room cheered Aislynn, and she forgot how much she missed him. He had been gone nearly 3 months, and thoughts of him ceaselessly crowded her mind. When she located her men, she noticed the Mars were seated with them. At first, Aislynn thought it was nice that the Mars were joining their group, but her thoughts shifted to suspicions. Da invited them. He's pushing Johnny on me again. A dread rose, and her body started to tingle with tension. Dear God, he couldn't have made any promises, not without asking me. She tried to calm herself. No, not even my Da, inconsiderate and immature as he is, would make promises and neglect to consult me. Convinced she was right, Aislynn exhaled with relief and approached the empty seat next to Johnny. She greeted her family with a "Happy Christmas" as she settled the tray at her place. With a quick curtsy in Mrs. Marr's direction, she said, "It's so nice you could join us." Mrs. Marr leaned her broad frame toward Aislynn. Her wide, freckled face smiled. "Aislynn, we're so thrilled to be here, sharing Christmas with our new family." Aislynn's eyes flew open. A great gasp escaped her lips. She wheeled around and glared at her father. On the rim of rage, her hands gripped the edge of the table. Her locked arms were the only things keeping her upright. The eyes of everyone at the table began darting, looking for an explanation. Sean stood. All attention veered toward his movement. He picked up the empty pitcher of ale and said,
"Aislynn, take Brendan into the kitchen and fill this. Brendan, go."
Brendan rose, and propelled by Sean's shove, he stumbled toward the kitchen. Aislynn followed. She was numb and could barely feel her feet pad across the trail to the door. Without thinking, Aislynn directed Brendan out of the kitchen onto the snowy stairs and closed the heavy door behind them. Grabbing the frosty railing for strength, she leaned into her father's face. "What have you done?" she cried.
"I consented to the boy paying court to you," Brendan replied with his nose in the air.
"You know I don't want Johnny."
"I'll not have you mooning over a man who don't want you. He's not coming home, and if he does, it won't be to you," he insisted.
"But I loved him."
"I know you think that, but you'll grow to love Johnny. You know in Ireland, many families make these arrangements, and the couples end up loving each other."
"This is America, and I'm an American. You can't make arrangements. Besides, you married for love. I should be able to do the same." Brendan's face grew red. He set his feet on the slippery snow, his hands on his hips, and announced,
"Our parents weren't here. We had to make our own decisions. But I am here, and I'm your da. I can do what I think best, and this